Okay guys, so I'm back with no updates other than, well, I guess it's an update. Every time I say there's not an update, it turns out being some kind of an update. There still are 0 sightings, so that's not the update. There are 0 sightings. The last sighting was 3 weeks ago. But what we're learning is that there is an intense amount of manpower already on the ground in both Memphis and in the DeSoto region. During the Danilo Cavalcante manhunt, a lot of locals, and that's why we went live, is they thought they were alone, and they thought that there was no presence, and that's a tactic. Remember, guys, we did that for 2 weeks straight. We saw them lighting up the woods, lighting up regions anytime there was some movement, some kind of a sighting. So last night was the first one of those in this manhunt. So I received information from 3 different residents at 3 different locations, some of which in DeSoto County, some in the Memphis region, and then others right on the border. So it was literally at least 3 locations that were lit up last night. And when they light up a location, that means there is reason to believe that Zimmerman is making a move. And that move is too close for comfort. That's what that means. When they activate their lights, it's kind of a sign like, bro, if you're coming this way, don't. And it might sound stupid, but it's not, because if he turns around and he goes another way, we're not talking about 5 or 6 cops. We're talking about maybe 70 in unmarked car, not just, and these aren't unmarked cars like an undercover cop car. These are Honda Civics. They have everything like that right here. This thing could be an undercover, okay? In this kind of a situation, when I say they have unmarked cars, I'm talking about trucks like that guy, UPS trucks, FedEx trucks. So when Zimmerman sees the spotlight, he'll turn around and hopefully stumble upon a FedEx truck. And that's where agents come running out of. You think that's only in the movies, but it's not. What usually is only in the movies is evidence going out of a courthouse. The movies they couldn't make that part up. But I just want the locals to know that there are a lot of police on all 3 levels, local, state, and federal. You guys are not alone. I had a conversation with somebody local over at the DeSoto County District Attorney's Office, and they filled me in a little bit on the situation of what is actually going down. The place is a mess. It went down. I guess that's the best way to put it. And not just him escaping, but the place has fallen apart after that whole ordeal. You have an escaped killer out. And I can't emphasize it enough. It's July 4th, and the reason I'm going live like once, twice, 3, 4, today I might do it a bunch, is because we need to push out the fact that he is likely moving around today. Today's a big day. It's the only holiday during the manhunt, and let's make it the last holiday of this guy's freedom. He shouldn't be free. He has murdered, he has kidnapped, he has raped. He will do the same if he hasn't already. There's a high chance that he already did harm people while he's on the run. There's a chance that he's holding somebody hostage. They just don't know. So again, I'm going to emphasize, if you see something, if you see a neighbor and say she's elderly, or and you know they don't have kids, you know that they handle themselves, and you see a caretaker, whether it's a woman or a man, if it looks built like Zimmerman, call the police. And just don't say it's him, but say it's possibly him. There's suspicious activity. Your neighbor lives by herself or himself, and now there's a caretaker. Another scenario is a single mom, and it doesn't have to be just women. Again, so I don't want to put this guy as your average offender. And I guess average isn't the right word, but yeah, you get the gist. He will take a man hostage and rape him too. It is just crazy. So this guy doesn't discriminate, and it makes it that much harder. So I can't say just look out for your neighbors if they're women or girls, because he doesn't care. He'll take a man if he can overpower that guy. If he comes in your house and you have a gun, shoot him right away in the head, because he will kill you. He's armed. He shouldn't be in the home. And I'm pretty sure, any state, for the most part, I'm not going to say any state, somebody comes into your house with a gun and they escaped from murder and they're wanted for rape and kidnapping, you can shoot them. If Zimmerman comes into your home, shoot him. Don't hesitate. Don't say, please stop. This guy's not going to stop. Don't think that you're going to feel guilty. Maybe you have, I don't know, buyer's regret or whatever the heck it's called. When you shoot the guy, don't. You have to do it. If he comes into your house, kill him. He's escaped for murder. He is a rapist and a kidnapper. The entire government is looking for him. There's a reward out for his capture. And if he breaks into your home, it's obviously you're in danger, so you can defend yourself. Now, this is the second part. Don't go out looking for him with a gun just to go out looking for him. Unless you're a bounty hunter or whatever. You know, if you're a member of the public like us, don't go around town with a gun or into fields, because you might stumble upon private property and then you get shot. And I don't know what the laws are out there, but I mean, I'm pretty sure guns are fine from the looks of it. I mean, give me a break. The area itself resembles like small town America. The gun is like very normal out there. So yeah, use it. Shoot Zimmerman. And if he lives, try to drag him into the Tennessee border so they can take him to Texas. We need him to go to Texas. I can't emphasize it enough. Texas, please come and catch Zimmerman. The only way he's not going to do this again is Texas. We're dealing with somebody who in 8 months managed to do the impossible. The only reason this manhunt is going to blow up big time after they catch him, and this is like nothing compared to the coverage you guys are going to see in the coming weeks. When they catch him, it's not over. It's far from over. This is like a Watergate we're dealing with. So this situation trumps a lot of other escapes, and he has not moved around. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips again. He was believed to be on the 8900 block of Airways Boulevard. Somewhere in that region is where there was a lot of activity last night. Areas were lit up, and there is a gas station over there. A minimal surveillance and a perfect path to Memphis, which aligns with what the authorities are saying, which makes sense as to they don't know if he's in this is the problem. They do. It's both. He's in Memphis and he's in DeSoto. He hasn't left that little boundary, which is why they keep emphasizing Memphis. The U.S. Marshals in Memphis are tweeting. The Memphis police, you know, they are on high alert. And it's because this guy is literally tiptoeing. If you guys go on Google Maps and you type in 8900 Airways Boulevard, just look at the location. It's a escapee's best dream, and it makes sense as to why he got out there. It's right before the Memphis airport. It takes you technically in, so he could have 100% been in Memphis, yes. But that would be like me saying I am in Pennsylvania, and now I am in New Jersey, Pennsylvania again. So like that's their definition of he's in Memphis. He's on that exact line. If you look at the 8900 block of that road, he's on the line, if that is where he was. And I say that again because they had that area heavily lit up. And they were also lighting up places like neighborhoods of interest. And if you live in a neighborhood of interest, do not tweet about it. Don't tell people, because you just don't know who's watching. His family is, his friends are, if he has any left. And he might be very likely, almost positively, he's looking himself up online. That's something that he's known to do. So if you're in an area of interest, don't alert him. Let him find out by himself. This isn't like the Danilo situation. Again, I'm going to keep repeating that because a lot of you guys found me from Danilo, and that's when I started doing this coverage. It's important that you guys, at the end of the day, the best advice is if you see something, say something. Even if you don't think it's something of value, the police will figure it out. There is a large presence there. I saw it. I saw videos last night of areas lit up, and I love the fact that I didn't find those videos anywhere online today. And that makes me feel good about the community being tight-knit. It's a very large, not a large region. The street is rather long, and there are 3 of them. And for people in that area not to say something on social media, I highly respect you guys because you're doing the right thing. We don't want this creep to find out where the police are stationed. We don't want him to know. If you're in an area where they're lighting it up with a spotlight, they want to deter him. Let's not bring him there for obvious reasons. Again, there are large patrols. You won't see them because it's like Danilo. You'll see them when it matters. When there is a sighting, and it's going to be in that little tiny region, there's going to be a sighting in that region. You're going to see a response very quickly, and it's going to make you wonder where they came from. We saw it a lot during Danilo. It looked like it was empty, and then from the helicopters the news was covering, when they lit up the area, there wasn't a gap except the one that he was taken out of to escape. Story for another day. But again, the police are very active. The feds are very active. I'm being told by the end of next week, if he's not captured, could be his last week alive. The teams that are coming in are not coming in to arrest you, Zimmerman. They're coming in to kill you, literally. There are elite teams coming in, and these guys come in with Blackhawks. They come in with full guns blazing, and they take the people down within like 48 hours. That's their record. So when they touch down, shit goes down. There's no way to put it other than that. They are coming. They have been briefed. They're catching up on all of the intel. And when they come to town, you guys might not. You won't unless you're outside in the middle of the night. If SEAL Team 6 got sick when Osama had been found, they would have sent these guys to catch Osama. These people are as close to them. I mean, honestly, not close. They are the military, essentially, for the U.S. when it comes to secret elite operations that have high stake outcomes that can involve mass casualties if they don't get involved. These people, when they come to town, it goes down. They don't call the local police. They don't call the they literally just show up, and there's no refuting who they are because of the aircrafts that they're in. So when they come to town 2-3 o'clock in the morning and they don't land, it's like the military guys. They jump, they have the whole 9 yards, rope and all that stuff that you see in the movies. If he wants a show, he's going to get it, but he's not going to get to watch it after it's over. Zimmerman, when they come to town, you're going to get killed, bud. This isn't a joke. You have made it far enough. When I say far, I mean long, because there's a very high chance that he's in DeSoto County. I can't emphasize it enough. He's 99% in DeSoto County, but very easily accessible to Memphis. So I'll give him that. He can get to Memphis in 30 seconds, but he's in DeSoto County, not Memphis, not Tennessee, but he could be in 5 minutes. That's how he's able to maneuver. He has the perfect little setup to jump into another state, and now it's another state's jurisdiction, which is why this team is probably going to come in and finish it. They don't take orders from anybody except, I guess, the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security. Those are the two agencies that have a say over this task force that's coming in, and I guess the White House has say over them, but how many people does the White House have say over? Not many when it comes to direct say. So for the White House to authorize teams like this, we've only seen it twice. On my lives, we've seen it. Well, on my live, we've seen it once. I covered it twice. This team is wild. They only came twice since September 23 to any case in the United States. That's how little they operate, because when they come to town, it's not just it's a lot of money. They come to town and they finish the job. That's why it's expensive. You're getting what you paid for. And they don't leave with, it's not like they'll show up and say, oh man, we didn't get them. No. They come, they kill. They rarely catch. It's mostly kill. Danilo kind of got lucky. He got very lucky because those people are not. Generally speaking, everybody dies when they come to town if you're running from them. So again, share his poster. It's July 4th. If he's moving, it's today. If he's moving during the day, it's right now. It's probably hot out there. So look for if somebody's wearing something weird like a sweater and sweating, trying to hide. He can't hide the tattoos without long sleeve shirts. So remember that. Look for the long sleeves. Can't hide tattoos when it comes to that. He is out and about. You guys heard his voice on my videos. I played a few of them. I'll play a couple more. I'll put them up on my Twitter or X. Look for the tattoos. It's too hot to be wearing a long sleeve shirt. If somebody's wearing one and it looks like him, call the police. Tell them that he's wearing a long sleeve shirt. I'm in Tennessee. I can't even breathe. It's humid. It's hot. They'll get the picture. He escaped, or he resembles the escapee possibly. And you don't even have to say that. I guarantee you at this point, if somebody has long sleeve shirts on, they're gonna come out. So if you see something, say something. If you hear something, say something. If you know something, call the police. If you are helping him, this is your chance to turn yourself in. Nobody has yet. So the first one in the door gets the best deal. Do the right thing. If he kills somebody while he's on the run, you are an accomplice to murder. Everybody that helped him is an accomplice to murder, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. It's an accomplice to murder. It's not an escape attempt. It's not assisting an escape. If he kills before he is captured, you will be charged with accomplice to murder if you assisted in the escape. Turn yourself in. Help them track him down. And let's end this for everybody in that area before it becomes a literal nightmare. I'm surprised it hasn't. yet because it wasn't amplified from day one. If it was, it would have been one. But I'm going to let you guys go. If I hear anything, I'm going to go live again later and throughout the day until we catch this guy. We have to make sure that we share his poster, we share his tattoos, we share his recent locations. Again, like that area of Graceland, you know, just go on Google Maps in all of those regions. If you're anywhere near there, be on the lookout. It's likely he did not leave DeSoto. If he did, he just made it right into the Memphis border, but just enough to get back. So again, share his poster, call 911 if you see him, and I'll talk to you guys later. Well, or not. Yeah. All right. I'm going to say it again. Call 911 if you see him. Don't approach, don't apprehend. Call the U.S. Marshals, and let's catch him before July 4th ends.